Alright, welcome back YouTube to A Programmer Plays Scurge Hive. In our previous episode, we finished the previous area. We even first tried the boss, which is pretty cool, pretty fun, liked that. Now, we're scrounging the biocore for another key. We need 3 to get through here. We got 2 from in here, but that seems to have been tapped out. So, we need to find another one. XP. There is a bit down here with poisonous air. I don't think we've gotten the poisonous air, rebreather or whatever we're gonna eventually get for that. So I kind of think we're gonna step into here and have a bad time, but I'm willing to try. That's unlocked. This area seems to be filled with poisonous gas. If you stay here, your health will drop very quickly. Alright, so they are... Yeah, oh, holy. It's like 1 health every frame. So at this point, I guess we just, scrounge around until we hear the familiar beep beep. It is fun being able to fairly easily traverse some of these areas, though, which might be the point, actually. Hey, look at how much progress you've made. Look at how easily you can get through the map now. Mostly just to reduce our infection. Come on. Oh, very tricky. Very sneaky. I forgot that we walked in here but never went through the bit because they're like, it's dark and dangerous, and I'm scared of the darkness and the danger. I do feel like they probably should have made that a little more convincing. Walking into a dark area and being able to see it pretty well, only for your character to be like, absolutely not, is not great. Another surprisingly simple one. Sure. I hear the beep beeps, so yay! Ooh, Vince on the floor now. That's new, I think. Really wish the camera kept up a little bit better there. Alright, well, our venturing around the biocore in order to find the key that we needed was a lot quicker and easier than I expected, to be honest. I fully expected a solid, like, 15 minutes of wandering around being like, gosh dang it, where is this dang thing? But no, we pretty much beelined to it. Alright. Oh, poisonous. Alright, on to the next area. I'm a little surprised. I kind of thought that the previous area was going to be like, you know, the penultimate and then like final area. But Forest Field Research Laboratory does not sound like final level, so it sounds like first level, honestly. Damn, how many times I take these things, I still get a little queasy. Magellan, upload those coordinates the professor sent. Gotta find that suit enhancement to help neutralize these toxic fumes. Updating map coordinates. That seems far. Surface and tunnels, alright. I'll take surface and tunnels. I was literally just about to say, I wonder if this area is going to be like mostly like physical enemies because you know, we're in a forest, and then just immediately an energy enemy showed up and proved me wrong. Didn't even get the sentence out. Searching for additional decontamination platforms. Updating map coordinates. Dokie. Ooh, new enemy types. New upgrade has been detected. Updating map coordinates. Boy, it's really like, this is the third room in a row that's been like, here's some map coordinates for you. I get why, but it feels like a bit much, you know? Alright, so we've got that. Actually jumpable, and I'm just a fool. Yeah, they totally are. Nice. Oh yeah, I'll take it. Alright, so we've got... Up. Nice. 790 health. We're getting up there on the health bar. I'm really glad that this game has a level up system, you know? This time, unlike last time, we're actually going to come into this room so that we get the map coordinates. Locate security node locations within the forest. Not that I think that I really need these, but it'll be nice to have the markings on the map just to reference off of, you know? Or if/when I'm running through a room and I'm like, wait, is there anything in here? Right, or frozen. Since we're over here. Oh, poison. Yeah, we'll exit north and then head over. Honestly, we think we need to get that upgrade so that we're not stressing about walking into rooms and suffocating. Byproduct of the paper rock scissors design that they kind of can't not put two types of enemies in here that aren't like in one way or another complementing each other. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I don't think I explained that well at all. Options. Or we're kind of just picking directions and going at this point. If it goes well, great. If it doesn't, eh. Pretty hurt, or not hurt, but infected we are. It's a lot of spiders. But with more spiders to freeze. Very infected. Where is the nearest save station? There's one over there. Alright. We go for the hole in the middle of the room. Is this one? Yes. Head for this left one, and then head north. Woo! Cutting it close. Cutting it very close. We got there. That's on me for kind of like bum rushing the holes and not playing it smarter. Alright. That's locked, which presumably we can unlock from the other side. Oh dang, this is actually probably the wrong thing. That unlocks the way into that save room. I need to unlock this guy. Are we picking up infection fast? It feels like we're getting it really quickly for us to already be at 15%. It's probably just we're stepping in the red. Go over here. There's nothing indicated on the map as being of interest over there. North, girl. Okay, that was easy to find. So this one will take us to here. So then pops us out in here. We can maybe get up to that one. Have we ever been out of this hole? No. So actually, maybe let's give that a shot. Alright, so we're in here. I'm betting that this will... Okay. There we go. Now we're at 100%. We couldn't not do it because we started the cutscene while we were touching the red, and so now we're definitely gonna die. Sure, we're gonna die because I've made some tactical blunders here. That's interesting. That's actually super interesting. Yeah, we're in trouble. Not gonna make it. Whoa! Had I seen us become one of the monsters before? I don't think I had. Alright, so. Let's this time go through this hole. Again, I am pushing right. Now we go to the right. Alright. First things first, we're gonna kill these guys. I think that they were the source of a lot of my issues. Now we will that killed, opened. Grab this. That same level up again. spot that we should go to real quick. Before we go through this door that we've opened, let's go back down over here through these tubes and over to the other side, because there was another key that we got, but then we died. So no, missed it. Oh, you bastard. What, that might be fine? No, it's not fine. That actually suggests some interesting stuff about how fuck off, dude. Go here. Go here. Drop through this one real quick. It'd be interesting to see a graph, an Excel spreadsheet. We can talk. There we go. This is the one that we've gotten before, but I'd died. Now we should be able to come in here, go back to our save point. I'd be interested to see a spreadsheet of the required XP for each level and like the delta between levels. How many kills am I having to do between each level? Because I kind of suspect that the delta doesn't change all that much. That it's really, like, the enemies are dropping a fairly consistent amount of XP every time. I might be wrong. What are we at? We're next level 67,000. We're at 66,000. So okay, that is a decent bit more than we were back in, you know, the 30s or whatever when I was last paying attention to this. But all right, here we are. That one's been a long time coming. 7. Come on. Fire. These guys are just annoying to hit, honestly. Maybe I'm supposed to be using my my fancy new bomb on them, but... Alright, so where did you pop me out? Okay, so we kind of do need to return to that previous area. Definitely no. Somewhat poorly for us. There we go. Nice. That's there. We need to get there, but we probably have to loop around, don't we? And obviously there's this, and... Get there. We'd have to do that. Let's see if we can find our way to that one. I wanted to get the power-up anyways, as our, like, starting thing, so... I've kind of messed myself up here. There it is. Wow, you unfroze quickly. You unfroze so quickly. back up surprisingly quickly, I feel like. Like, the fact that we've gotten 8 so quickly is a little bit of a surprise. Looks like my theory about this direction looping around has been proven pretty hard false. That is not what that is doing. Another gander at this room in here. Maybe there's a way up the north side that I didn't see before. Got 9. We can go ahead and do this. So maybe that's the move. I think that is basically the right idea. But we should clear the way a bit before. probably take advantage of this. I imagine a speedrunner would be able to do it the other way around, because now we gotta, you know, hoof it back, but that's fine. Toxic resistance enhancement obtained. Use this upgrade to survive longer in toxic environments. This makes the suit feel a lot bulkier. Well, as long as it prevents me from dying the minute I breathe those fumes. Hooray, not dying. Hooray, key. And hooray, save point so we can stop listening to our heartbeat. Alright, let's go get this guy that we left behind before. Should be relatively easy to do. What? A lot of damage doing that. Alright, so in here, presumably right down here. Yeah. Okay, mistakes were made. Excellent. There was another room that we, like this room. We just stepped into it and immediately stepped right back out because we were getting poisoned in there. Straight up. Girl, why do you do this? Easily, my biggest complaint about this game is the fact that sometimes you just run in the wrong direction. I've not been able to find an answer for why that happens. It's very aggravating. What up, Fana? How's it going? Sorry, I didn't see you come in there. Alright, so clear up here. I feel like we're basically clear over here, so now we can kind of focus over in this direction. So let's head south. Well, let's head south. We'll go to this one and then pop over, I think. Probably doesn't really matter which sequence I try and do them in. Now, actually, the longer I look at those bugs, the more not convinced I am that I'm using the right tool for the job against them. Alright, here we go. They gain boosts from the energy weapons, which does track with bio, but well, what do you do? I guess they don't have, like, they're armored against their weakness, is probably the take here. Kill enemies just to have health. That actually do for me? Alright, so open that. Well, shit. That might actually be death for us. Oh, nope, never mind. We've been fully healed. Says, and then promptly takes a bunch of damage. Yeah, they're not catching these hands. They're not catching fire. Guys push me off the edge. I'll be so upset. What about this room? Alright, so save down there. We could go do that real quick. Did pick up a fair bit of infection. This bit here. We got one key card at the moment. I feel like I'm seeing some interesting little paths on the ground that I'm wondering if there's going to be another ability that they've been pretty sneaky about. Like this thing right here. Unless that is like a mine. That would not rule out. It could also just be purely decoration. This is where we need to jump. Okay. Alright. Card. There's another door over yonder. Wouldn't heal again just because, a lot of infection racked up. Haven't been in here. This is a surprisingly straightforward room. Just do a little spiral. Huh. That's a suspiciously straightforward room, to be honest. Jumpy. Not what I meant to have selected. Halfway. Can't decide if I feel like this episode's gone faster or slower than I expected. Like, I kind of feel both ways. Oh shit, I actually did make it, I just didn't think I had. Force perspective can really do some weird things to what your perception of movement is. Okay. A lot of tunnels. These tunnels are straightforward. And the map reflects them in a way that makes sense. right behind me. Spawn in, or did I miss a side tunnel? Hey, level up, nice. The level ups don't clear our infection. I get why they don't. Like that would go against the whole like design of the system, but I'm feeling the pressure right about now with our 73% infection. Pop in here before we pop in that hole. This room, yep, is closed off. You know what? We'll go just a little bit further. That feels like such a like kind of a lame spot to end it. I know that I feel like that's being more effective, you know? Alright, we're back in here, which is a surprise. One goes to there, so we need to get to this one. Easy enough. There we go. That's more of a way to end the episode. This whole, like, section was a lot more involved than I expected it to be honest. Not really expecting the big tunnel complex thing for a single one of the locks, but you know, it happens. Best way to get back to a save point though, if we'll take that one back to the save point that we were just at. Let's see how we get on. Rush it. A lot of these tunnels are just so cramped that it feels like trying to fight our way through. I'm just constantly switching weapons and getting caught on stuff and all that. But yeah, that is where we're gonna call it for this episode. I think we're making pretty good progress. We now have, the full set of upgrades. funny that the poison resist is what she says was the part that made the suit feel bulky. As far as I can tell, there's no visual change from getting any of the upgrades, but yeah. Next episode, we'll finish out this area and see what in-game looks like, I assume. Hope to see you then. Bye!